Hey guys and gals and everything in between, I'm Ken of Armstar Games, and today we are going to go over my top 10 Johto Pokemon. These, of course, are my opinion, and if you have a different opinion, please leave it in the comments down below. I will admit I'm pretty biased towards the second gen, as it was the generation I started from. So, my picks might be very different from yours. Again, I'm avoiding starters, mythicals, and legendaries on this list because I plan to make those lists separate. So, without further ado, number 10 is Stantler. Yes, Stantler. I know so many people even forget it's a Pokemon, it feels like, since they never talk about it or mention it in their videos. Yes, I admit its shiny is horrible, but this isn't about its shiny. This is about Stantler as a Pokemon itself. Yes, I know it's basic, it's just a deer with antlers that look like eyes. But I always liked the design as a kid, and I've never stopped liking the design. It's simplistic, but I think that's why I like it so much. Number 9 is Heracross. Yes, Heracross. Because completely the anime. I just loved how it interacted with Ash's Bulbasaur in the anime. It was funny to me, and so that's why it's on this list. Number 8 is Politoed, and to be blunt, it's because Misty owned one, and Misty is my favorite of all the female companions that Ash has ever had, and that's never going to change. Number 9 is Phanpy. Yeah, Phanpy. I had to remember its name. Sorry. I always get it in its evolution confused. But yeah, I just think Phanpy's adorable. To be honest, it's an adorable Pokemon. It kind of reminds me of like a rubber duck, but as a elephant. Okay, number 6 is actually shared between two Pokemon of the same evolutionary line. It is Suncurrent and Sunflora. Yes, Suncurrent and Sunflora, the Pokemon that is considered the weakest Pokemon of all time, Suncurrent and Sunflora. It's not because of the video games. I don't think I've ever actually used one in a video game. It's because of the TCG. It was the first complete set that I ever had for an evolutionary line. Yes, its cards were never that great. At the time, I also didn't understand how to play the game, so I didn't really care. Number 5 is Hitmontop because it is far better than Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. There is no argument that Hitmontop is the best one out of the evolutions that Tyro could get. Now, number 4 is Dunsparce. Now, there is a funny story about Dunsparce. You see, I didn't have the internet really as a kid. Of course, this was back in the original days of Gold and Silver, not Heart Gold, not Soul Silver, the original Gold and Silver on the Game Boy Color. I didn't know that Dunsparce didn't evolve. So, Dunsparce was actually the first Pokemon I got to level 100 thinking that it could evolve. Of course, at the time, I didn't even know that level 100 was a level cap in the game. So, yeah, I leveled up Dunsparce to level 100. It was annoying, and the only real use it ever had on my team was to use Flash to light up caves, but that is why it is here. Next is number 3. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this one. A lot of people would never put this Pokemon on their favorites list. But it is none other than Miltank. Yes, Miltank of all Pokemon is my third favorite Pokemon from Gen 2. I never had an issue with Whitney's Miltank. I don't understand how people did have an issue with it. I was able to beat it using things like Stun Spore, Mega Drain, and other tactics like that because I started with Chikorita. Which, spoiler alert, Chikorita is the best starter in my opinion from Gen 2. So there's a spoiler. It would be on this list if I wasn't avoiding them. So you see, I don't have the hate and anger towards Miltank as other people, since I never had an issue beating Miltank. So to me, I don't understand the hate. I like Miltank. It's a dairy cow. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. If you're going to complain about it being a dairy cow, then you might as well complain about Tauros being a bull, or Sill being a sill. It's dumb. At least Miltank changed enough to not just be a cow. Sorry, my nose is itchy. I know I need to wash my hands after this. I will, don't worry. Next is number 2, Umbreon. If you can't tell, I like the evolutions. So, of course, an evolution is going to be on this list. Umbreon being my favorite of all Eevees because I got a shiny Eevee in Gen 2, not knowing it was shiny, and it evolved into a shiny Umbreon. So, yeah. The second Pokemon I got to level 100 was my shiny Umbreon. So, Umbreon's here. Now, I technically consider the next Pokemon a legendary, even though it's not programmed as a legendary. It got a movie for itself, basically, so to me it counts as a legendary. But since it's not in the legendary class, I'm allowed to have it here. Number 1 is none other than Unknown. Yes, the Unknown are my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon. They always have been. They always will be. I love the concept of so many different forms. And yes, Hidden Power sucks as a move. I'm not going to deny that. But the fact that you can very much make whatever team you want from them, because you can calculate into what Hidden Power types they get, people always overlook the Unknown, and it bugs me. They are good Pokemon. Well, okay, they're not good Pokemon. They're well-designed Pokemon, is what I should say. They're a cross between hieroglyphs and the English language. Well, the English written language, technically. But yeah, so, guys and gals, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you all again next time I make a video. Also, please like and subscribe, or even dislike the video if you don't like the content. I'm trying to improve, and I would love to see your opinions and advice in the comment sections below. Well, that's all for this video, so I'm signing off. See ya.